investments are just like whatever.
Let's talk about it.
Okay, right now total I think I have like
portfolio,
just under $100,000
in crypto.
Yeah, so on my
That's
Coinbase. So okay,
bought in 2012. I've sold a few, but I've sold maybe a few $100,000. I bought my current car and my last car with the BTC. That's it.
You bought both your cars with Bitcoin?
Yeah, the SVR and the Cayenne with BTC. But that was merely because I looked in the portfolio. I was like,
what do you?
It's true.
I have $5,000 of Doge right now.
There you go.
Are you serious?
He is on the way to the moon.
Are you serious?
Dude.
There you go. See you there.
$5,000?
See you there.
We're gonna look into your portfolio in a bit.
Yeah, bro.
In this video, welcome back to the channel, guys. Today I have two guests, Mo Vlogs.
Yes,
you guys
sir.
know, not your first time on the channel.
Second time.
You're lucky, huh? Two
Yes,
times in a
sir.
row.
I made it.
And
Ambition
beside me, we have the crypto genie himself, millionaire crypto master,
Oh God.
Tonye, made millions of crypto, and we're here to talk about your crypto portfolio, and we're looking for some advice from you
Okay.
on what cryptos we should invest in.
All right. That's it's exciting.
Yeah, let's do it.
Cool.
So, when was the first time you bought crypto?
Actually, the first time I actually held crypto was like 2010, but it was given to me by a friend.
You held it?
Yeah, I mean, we should not held it.
Oh, like you bought it?
The first time I was in possession of crypto, I didn't buy it because a long time ago, on what do you call this? There's some sites online that if you want to pay for stuff online, buy some software, some apps, you can only pay through Bitcoin. Yeah, long time ago.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, so this is when friends of mine actually who had it, they gave it to me. So I mean, talking about thousands and thousands, tens of thousands of crypto of Bitcoin, right?
Oh wow.
And then
Because
when
you're an app developer.
exactly, so I'm app development exactly, and that's how you pay. Some developers wanted, Bitcoin for XML projects, for PHP projects, and all that. So that's how we're paying them.
Yeah.
And then it was cheaper than transferring money. And don't forget, this is about 11 years ago.
Yeah.
YouTube was barely anything. PayPal was still trying to,
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, you had a lot of things that were not really in place that we have now that's convenient. So wire transfer was expensive. I mean, these kids don't even have bank accounts. You know what I mean? So that was, but when I actually purchased crypto, my Bitcoin myself was 2012. That was when I really bought and I actually started keeping it and back and
What
forth
price
selling.
was it at that time?
Oh, I can't remember. It was cheap. Compared to now, it was
Probably like $100 or
yeah,
$50.
around. It was, I know it was fluctuating between that $28 to $200. So it was dirt cheap.
But what made you want to buy it at that time? Like you believe in the project?
Okay,
or
I'll be very honest.
You thought it was like something cool?
No, I'll be lying if I said I knew everything as I do now. Not even 1%. I bought it because one, I had so many geeks and so many guys nerds around me, and we're talking about it.
Yeah.
And so I was like, you know what? Sure, let me hold on to it. But I didn't even see the future. I didn't see no chance of think Visa will be dealing with Bitcoin as it is right now. You know what I mean? So I bought it just because, okay, it's nice. I understand it. I like the decentralization of the whole thing. I tried to be a blockchain developer. It was a headache. At the time, there was barely any tutorials. YouTube barely had how many videos on it. You know what I mean? So there was not really a lot of sources to learn from.
I think you're Satoshi Nakamoto.
Oh, I wish.
Satoshi.
I mean, black
He's the original.
Apparently-
Black
Apparently
Satoshi.
he owns 1.1 million Bitcoins. They say, rumors.
Yeah.
No one knows who he is. Though.
So,
Maybe some
well,
people
no,
think
here's
it's
the
a
thing.
group.
So, if you go
You
on
think it's a group or a person?
they've made like a nice myth around it. It's beautiful. It's selling.
It's the government. It's the government.
But if you
Vladimir
go,
Putin.
if you go on the blockchain, portal, the entire ledger, you can see so I can see your wallet, I can see your wallet. Now, obviously, there are no names attached to it, so
you have to know my address.
But you can see the largest accounts, you can see everything.
The whales.
So if somebody tells you, yo, bro, I own 100,000 Bitcoin, sure, send me your address.
Yeah.
Very simple. Sure, send me your address. Put it in net up. No, nigga, you're 1. Not even 1, 0.01.
The blockchain never lies.
It never lies, and it's a public record, and this is what makes it, what it is.
Yeah. But I'm sure people can just split it into different wallets, different.
They could, but if
ledgers and
100%,
cold storage.
but if they claim that they have it, it's there.
Yeah.
There's no, and even if they don't have it, like you might not see the name or the country or IP address is not accessible to you, but you can see where the money moved to, where the coin is transferred to. You know, to
You have
this
to buy it
address.
from one place.
You got it starts from somewhere and it gets somewhere. It mines from somewhere and it gets somewhere. There's no, you know, it doesn't just magically appear.
But so you've been buying since 2012.
Yeah,
Why didn't you start mining?
I did mine actually. I mined a bit, but then mining gear was not cheap. Now it's even way more expensive.
Okay.
But I mean, as a kid, you know, when you're younger, it's I mean, it's not that you're still trying to, you know, impress the girls, trying to buy flowers and stuff you can afford and small stuff, you know. So you don't really
have,
think
like,
much
money
about.
to buy the
you
entire
don't
system of-
exactly. Like now, if you want to mine, you need to have a couple $1 million.
If you want to like efficiently like get a lot of money
if you want to get a lot.
Absolutely.
Otherwise, you can just do it on a
Yeah,
PC.
we were about to do it. He was like, "Yo, Mo, you have 4 PCs at home? Let's do it. Let's start mining. We
Man,
can make
you will have
$100
civil
a day."
defense at your door so fast
Why?
because you'll blow the house up.
Yeah, well, that's electricity.
You know, no, honestly, it's a very cool thing, but now it's become, but it's only gone expensive because of two things: the scarcity of the miners, right? So I met the owner, the guy who built a company called Ant Miners, or the Asian guys who actually who really developed the Ant Miners. They live in Dubai now. They moved to Dubai. One of my good friends works with them, and
They're like a mining company, a Bitcoin mining
so
company.
they make the graphics cards, the mining,
GPU,
the main GPU exactly. You know, and they're like, we have countries trying to buy the GPUs.
Like governments.
Governments. I don't want to mention a few countries that have told me to, you know, but you have this sort of thing where
Russia. I'm joking.
Russia will make their own. Trust me.
China with their own.
And I won't say anything, but yeah, you know. So they have countries bidding. So now it's gone to a point where the value is shooting up because people are bidding for it. You got millionaires, billionaires, and countries.
Yeah.
Because again, as a country, governments and public figures can take advantage of this. Their bills are low because they're not going to pay electricity bills. You and I, we're all going to pay electricity bills.
Yeah.
They won't. So they can really, and electricity bills are not cheap
It's easy for them.
for these things. That's why, like, I have a friend. He has a mine in Al Ain. He's local. He put it on his farm. He's got like 6 containers.
Wow.
That whole portfolio, that whole thing is worth about $40 million right now.
The rigs.
Everything, the entire container, the cooling system.
And how much do you think he makes from it?
He mined about nearly I'll say 700 to 1,000 Bitcoin.
Yeah.
Yeah, he mined about that.
Wow.
It wasn't cheap, but luckily for him, he has a lot of money.
But at what rate does he mine? Like how many Bitcoins does he get like a year?
It's impossible, you know, because with the nodes and all the structures and all the lot of configuration, exactly, all the hash rates, things change, and then the Byzantine general configuration and complexity increases. People start to
Then
buy
it's
more.
harder,
It changes all the time. Like nobody can really predict anything. That's why I find it so funny when people try to guarantee everything and like, shut up. You don't know half what you say, you know. You know, because nobody does. It's like trying to guarantee even a stock market that's been around since forever. Nobody can predict something that's so volatile. You're trying to just keep quiet.
It's fugazi.
Exactly.
You see the video?
100%.
Number one rule of Wall Street. Nobody, I don't care if you're Warren Buffett or if you're Jimmy Buffett, nobody knows if the stock is going to go up, down, sideways, or in fucking circles. Least of all stockbrokers. Right? It's all a fugazi. You know what a fugazi is?
Fugazi, it's fake.
Yeah, fugazi, it's a wazi, it's a woozy, it's a fairy dust. It doesn't exist.
Really is that.
Wait, one second. I'm just gonna double check that it's recording. I don't want us to.
I mean, that's pretty much it. You know, it's really something that I find everybody is learning. Even if Satoshi was a real person,
Satoshi.
even he will be learning.
He's my dad.
I bet he is. You guys look
He's
alike.
my uncle.
Sure thing.
Everyone's joking.
That'll be one Agera for you and one Regera for me. Thank you very much. No, but even at that, it's something that you keep learning every single day. And now it's a joke, man. In 2011, there was only Bitcoin.
Yeah.
You and I can say, I have developers, right?
Yeah.
3 of us can make a coin in 3 weeks right now.
Yeah.
And
People I know one guy in Dubai who's making it.
Yeah, I mean, there are a lot of guys in Dubai making
Yeah,
it.
a lot of Dubai.
Dubai is trying to regulate it now because
Even there was this guy, I don't know if you heard of him. His name was Kam Mirza. Like a few years ago,
I know the name.
Habibi coin. And
Imagine.
then things went south for him.
imagine that.
I think he was doing some illegal stuff, so they arrested him.
I mean, let's be honest, man. It's most of the guys who get into this, they don't have good intentions.
A lot of them.
That's the
yeah?
truth.
Okay, let's get into something that all the viewers want to know.
Okay.
Is the bull cycle over?
Nobody can tell you that.
I don't think. Okay, this is the thing, and I don't know. You know how it's like decentralized. It is, but I also feel like it's still centralized in a way. You know why? Because let's say, remember when like one of the crashes happened? Like I think at that time China announced that they're banning it, and these type of like government announcements actually do
Affect us.
control the prices.
Yeah.
So even though it is decentralized and the
Yeah.
governments don't have control or access to
Yeah.
it, they still can shift
100%.
the market.
So it's
I
decentralized.
agree.
It's decentralized in control, but it's still centralized in impact and influence.
Yeah, but that's the thing. That's why I still see it as like, well, if they really want to, they just
can do all kinds
all
of things.
countries make a big announcement. It crashes. They buy everything and bye.
And that's, listen. If I were a member of the deep states and the super high level government authorities,
Yeah.
I'll do that. And personally, this is why I feel SEC is doing to Ripple.
But that's why I'm also scared that it's not as in our control as we think, because if they really wanted to shut it down, they can.
okay, you know
And
why?
they're choosing not to.
But I think.
You know why I would never worry about shutting down?
Yeah, why?
Let's not forget the two most powerful human emotions: fear and greed.
Greed.
Greed is more powerful than as powerful as fear, if you
Yeah.
may. We have, so the governments and the people you're talking about, at the end of the day, they're individuals. They're greedy for themselves.
So they buy it and then
So exactly. So because you know, as a government authority,
Yeah.
when you think about it, if UAE as a country owns a property, it belongs to the country.
Yeah.
Let's say, for example, you are an individual, you're a minister in the UAE, right? And you have your assets. Your assets are your assets. The country's assets are its assets. You can't really link them together. You can influence one to the other, like you say, right?
Yeah.
So, I believe so much in the human greed, the individual, because governments come and go,
Yeah.
presidents come and go,
Yeah.
right? All these guys are still puppets at the end of the day. The
Yeah.
individuals who stick around, they just want more money, more power, more control.
Yeah.
And you get more power with more money, and then you just keep going and going. So, at the end of the day, I think they're still going to want, in their own personal individual interest,
yeah.
they're not going to want to do that yet. But again, this is all me. This is all me, hoping.
You know what I think might happen at one point? I feel like, I don't know if this is me just being stupid, but you know how we have, like, let's say the US currency, the UK pounds, dirhams. I feel like each country's gonna have now their main coin.
Digital currency.
It's already going. You know,
China,
you know, China
Europe,
already.
Europe,
China,
Europe.
I know
yeah,
it,
China
already
already initiated.
So
See, I'm thinking in the future.
Yeah, but then basically, guys, imagine if you have your own coin, okay? If the country has their own coin, they can now have full control over, like, for example, let's say they find you originating, you're making money in an area where they want to ban business. Let's say it's like residential. They want to ban you from doing business in that area. They can just stop you literally online, like click off of buttons. They'll stop you from earning money in that area. Or now, let's say you have to pay tax, right? If all your money is online, they just literally deduct the tax from your account.
But
you know?
what if
There's
this
no
is
choice.
all a plan that we're just too dumb to see?
Yeah, maybe
Because,
like
okay, think
they're
about
making
it,
us buy the.
It's decentralized, but how do we buy it? Most of us get on an app and buy it.
Yeah.
Governments can shut those apps down. So then we're
But
still
some
in
people are
control.
mining it.
But then even if you mine it, then okay, realistically, if 99% of the population, we're not coders, we're not
Yeah.
geniuses, we're not like app developers, we're just people with phones that buy, sell, send.
You see what people are saying, I think, is what people these days I see are saying. They're like, no country is gonna want to ban it because they're opening the door for another country to get more of it. You know, like people move their accounts there, or people move their residences there. Like, you know,
100%.
already people make offshore accounts. You know, they make accounts in Seychelles and you know all these fake accounts.
So it's like a spear of like.
Yeah, they're scared that another country will say, you know what, let me just tax that 1%, I'll put 1% capital gains tax on that crypto investment, and they're like, I'll be rich, you know? Why would I let another country take
And you know
that,
what? As much as everything you guys said is actually plausible,
Yeah.
when you think about history up until this point, right? Scarcity equals volume, right? If they went ahead and they actually started banning Bitcoin, for example, like for example, I sell a Bitcoin, probably shouldn't say it's on camera, but I'll say it anyway.
Say it,
I
say it.
sell one Bitcoin in Nigeria right now for $80,000 to $90,000 because the Nigerian government banned crypto trading. So if you have individuals who are buying an individual over the counter, they're buying it for a major premium. You know, it's like you buy a car. Say if you had bought the GT2 RS, you pay a down payment for what 1.2 million dirhams.
Yeah.
Came out 1.5 million dirhams,
Yeah,
right?
you can just buy
There's
and sell it.
always going to be that premium based on the perception of scarcity.
Yeah, yeah.
Now, if the government comes out and says, "Listen, we want to start making our own coins," with the way the governments are going to have to do it, like let's take USDT, right? USDT Tether.
That one that's fixed price.
Pretty much fixed price. That's mostly how they're
But
going
that's
to be
still
looking.
controversial, though.
But not really. You know why?
It's a stable coin, but they
It's useless. I would never hold Tether.
Yeah, yeah.
Like I would only hold that because it's a safety net.
Yeah.
It's a guarantee. But the truth is, when you think about now the greed, right? Again, people are getting into this not to preserve the value what they already have in their account.
They want to make money.
They want to make money. They want to grow.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
whether there's volatility, but volatility all just means potential. It's moving. So if I can turn $100 into $30,000, which I have, right, in 3 weeks, which nothing can do that for you, people are always going to gravitate towards that more than anything else. And when the government decides they want to ban something so functional, if they want a global riot, let them do it.
That's what you think, yeah?
Not what I think. Come on, man. Are you kidding me? Look around. You know, honestly, they're not going to do it because, again, the individuals are going to be greedy and the people are going to revolt big time. Plus, even if they don't revolt and the government really successfully gets every country, which is impossible, by the way, every country will never jump on board. No chance.
That never all agree.
Never
yeah,
ever.
yeah. Countries are always separate.
Even things like peace treaties, countries don't even all agree. So let alone, so come on, somebody's going to make
Or
them
even
money.
like even TikTok. No country could come
There you
together
go.
and ban TikTok.
There you go.
Even
You know?
US tried to ban TikTok and
Absolutely.
then they could
With the whole
manage, yeah.
claim it was a Chinese company.
Chinese
that
company,
masked
but then I
and-
think Walmart bought a certain percentage, so they allowed it to
Yeah.
continue it.
And hey, who knows? You never know from the Watson family. You never know who's funded by the Chinese guys as well.
Yeah,
it's
true.
easy. As far as I'm concerned, China owns the world. We're just paying rent. we're just paying rent, as far as I'm concerned. You know, because and the way they come in, they don't come in with wars, guns blazing. No, they come in saying, "You have water. I want to buy water from you.
Yeah.
Here's my money. Take my money, and I want to own it for 100 years or 200 years."
Yeah.
China as a country has 200 to 700 year projection plans. Can you imagine that? Like you can't win. You can't beat somebody who's destined to not even finish what he's doing in his lifetime.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Okay, basically, see what I want to ask you is, a lot of people say like with Bitcoin and crypto in general, it's like a cycle. It goes in cycles, right? So like if you look at throughout the years, 2013, 2014, it goes up really high, a bull cycle, and then it goes down like a bear cycle. So the big question on everyone's mind is, if right now are we in a bull cycle? Is everything just going up because
100%.
it's that time in the cycle?
100%.
Or is it going up now because of mass adoption, everyone likes it, it's here to stay, and it's here to always be at this price?
Both.
Yeah, both.
Both. Because as far as I'm concerned, right, cryptocurrency really started in 2019.
Okay.
Yeah, when the
Before to-
first, yeah.
Right? I mean, 2017.
Why?
people-
Why 2019?
Okay, I'll tell you why. People saw the taste of the potential of crypto when Bitcoin clocked $20,000
Yeah,
in 2017.
That's when I bought it, by the way.
Yeah.
There you go. Right? That's when people saw the potential to like, wait a minute. Okay, it might have been a fugazi, but I can make a hell lot and get out. You know what? Let's play this game.
Yeah.
What do you like? You know, the places.
It's a gamble.
It is. I mean, for a lot of people, for me, it's not a gamble because
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
playing a long-term diversified game. But for people who are thinking short-term, and I mean, when you're making $1,000 a month,
Yeah.
and you have the potential to put $500 out of that, and over a space of 1 year, the $500 can become $50,000. Come on, everyone's gonna play that game, right? So when people saw from 2017, they were still afraid because 2018, tack,
Boom.
right? And 2019, people started to slow. But again, I think 2020 is when it really happened because COVID gave everybody one beautiful, massive electric shock,
Yeah.
And stimulus
everybody
check.
woke up. And stimulus check. And
They can put it in Bitcoin.
but not even people. No. I would really like to believe that most of the guys who had stimulus checks,
Yeah.
whenever you give somebody something for free, they're not thinking about growing it. 99% of people, I'm sure, I haven't seen data,
Yeah.
but I'm sure they blew that money on food, on whatever.
AirPods,
And don't forget, people are suffering at that point. People were out of jobs, they had bills, they had credit card bills, they had children to feed at home.
Yeah, very
So I wouldn't be surprised if most of the money went out to actually expenditure.
No, but I think the younger generation, they were like YOLO and Doge. Stimulus.
Of course.
Doge.
But I mean, how many people? Everyone is reposting everything. Everything you and I post this orange juice and this water, somebody's gonna fucking bloody repost it.
Yeah.
Right? At the end of the day, people are gonna keep doing what others are doing.
Yeah.
Most people, I can tell you one thing. Most people that are talking about do to the moon, they don't even own one. It's true.
I have $5,000 of Doge right now.
There you go.
Are you serious?
He is on the way to the moon.
Are you serious?
Dude!
There you go. See you there.
$5,000?
See you there.
We're
So-
we're gonna look into your portfolio in a bit.
Yeah.
Not look into it, but we're gonna talk about it.
Yeah.
no, but it is.
But are you worried? Are you not worried that this bull cycle is gonna end in a few months? Because people are saying September. I'm hearing September.
what? Have
Based
you
on
seen my
previous
video
data.
I made, strategy formula for buying crypto?
Not the full thing.
Okay, so basically what I talked about was
Dollar cost averaging?
not really.
Okay.
Well, kind of, but in a different way. Dollar cost averaging plus diversification plus long-term holding. You cannot fail that way. Because when you think about it, right, you get into crypto with the idea, you hear about Adam who made $1,000 by putting in $100. You hear about James who made $500 by putting $200, and you're like, damn, I want to be like that, right? But the truth is, can you really be like that? How many James and Adams are there, right? The truth is, they're very little. When you in the grand scheme, because for me, I'm not emotional about it. I'm looking purely at data, and the truth is, the majority of people lose their money when they go playing that short term. Because it's like roulette.
Yeah.
That's what
I think it's long term. It's a long term.
It's a long term game. You know, I always recommend to everyone. Diversify. Never just buy one coin unless you're a billionaire. You can afford to, just waste money. But even then, a billionaire is smart enough to know. Let me diversify. Even if you had only $100, I would never put $100 into one coin. I'll put 50 in one and 50 in one.
Yeah.
Because then it's mathematics. It's a simple numbers game, right?
Yeah.
And when you do that, you diversify with a little bit of research. You don't even have to do that much anymore, and you hold it for 1 year or more. And I'm even saying, personally, okay, like I told you, I haven't touched my Bitcoin that I actually bought in 2012. I've sold a few, but I've sold maybe a few $100,000. I bought my current car and my last car with BTC. That's it.
You bought both your cars with Bitcoin?
Yeah, the SVR and the Cayenne with BTC. But that was merely because I looked in the portfolio. I was like,
where do you keep your portfolio like? It's like on
so
Binance?
I have so my Bitcoin, I don't keep any Bitcoin on unless if I'm buying some Bitcoin or temporarily holding to swap to something else. I keep all my BTC in my hard wallet.
Okay.
But I don't touch it because that's how offline. So that's one for safety. But again, this is an old habit I've had. Plus to sort of make it, I can always plug it in and spend it. But
by the way, these hard wallet type things, because I was looking into buying one ages ago. Do you have a specific brand? Like I know there's different brands that sell it with the different, like how it's like every 60 seconds it generates a code.
Yeah.
What brand?
There's a company called Ledger.
That's the one you use? Because that's the one I was looking into.
Yeah, and I mean the Ledger I have before it's old. There's the USBs that swivel.
Yeah.
But have no screen. That's the one I have. That's my USB. But now they have the ones with the screen as well.
And they
you
have
can see the code. You can also see how many bitches you have inside.
So that's the one I was gonna get, but I just didn't understand it enough. And I was like, you know what? Honestly, guys, I'm not gonna say I have millions in Bitcoin. No. My investments are just like whatever.
Let's talk about it.
Okay, right now, total, I think I have like
portfolio,
just under $100,000.
In crypto?
Yeah, so on my
That's
Coinbase. So, okay, basically what happened is, back in, when the first rise happened, me and my friend Saigon bought. At the time, I put in $10,000. I think he put in like 100, actually more. I think he put in way more after. So at the time, I remember, I just put in $10,000. I even gave the money to him because I didn't know.
What year was this?
When's it when it first went up and down? The 20K.
That was 2017.
2017.
So went from $2,000 to $20,000.
Yeah, 2017. Me and my friend Saigon, we were actually in New York, and he was telling me about this crypto stuff, and I was like, you know what? And I saw it going up, and it's like every day I wanted to buy, and I was like, at the end, I was like, okay, I was like, buy it for me. I gave him $10,000 in cash because I didn't even know how to buy this stuff.
Yeah.
So he bought it for me on his,
However he bought it.
I think it was Kraken or something.
Okay.
Kraken.
So he bought it for me, and literally when I bought it, I think Bitcoin was probably around the $10,000 mark. But I actually didn't buy Bitcoin. I bought lots of Litecoin.
Okay.
Because obviously
Litecoin was cheap at the time as well.
Yeah.
So, but I bought it. I think when Litecoin was around $270. Was it $270?
Everyone was looking for the next Bitcoin.
Yeah, everyone wanted the cheaper option because it was shooting up faster.
The next Bitcoin.
I bought a bunch of Litecoin. I bought I think 0.2 of a Bitcoin, and it went from $10,000 to 11 to 12, and then from there it crashed and it never went back up. And by the way, I literally forgot about this until like this year, like maybe 1 year ago.
Yeah.
So my total investment was $10,000, and then I think it dropped down to like $3,000 or $4,000.
Bitcoin?
Like the whole investment I had was Litecoin.
Oh.
So I went from like 10,000 to 3,000, which was like nothing. So me and my friend Saigon just decided to leave it. He even like wrote down how much I bought, how much he bought. And I think now, the other day I logged into Coinbase, and now it's $20,000.
Oh, nice.
Which is good, you know?
Inshallah.
And by the way, he
100% return.
transferred it back to me this year because we had forgot about it, because like I was like, okay, what am I going to do this $3,000? Just leave it in your wallet?
Yeah, you didn't want to see that money. You're
I was like, you know what? I put in 10,000. I don't want
that 3,000, man. Just keep it with you.
But then now, the other day, I literally logged in, and like your Coinbase shows the graph. I was like, oh damn, this really grew back up, you know?
Yeah.
So that's why I think he's also right in the long-term game.
Yeah.
But then again,
There's a quote. Nobody who's ever bought Bitcoin at any moment in life who hasn't sold it has lost any money.
Very true. I mean, right now, even if Bitcoin dropped to $5,000,
as long as you don't sell it,
be smiling.
And you wouldn't sell it?
No.
You'd buy back more.
I'll buy more.
Buy the dip.
I mean, it dipped to what, $40,000 a few days ago. I
So
was
this is the
tempted
thing.
to buy more. I was like, no, I want
I
20.
wanna
I want
talk
a
about it.
$20,000 crash.
This is big news because
You know.
Elon Musk basically put out this tweet, which he later deleted. Did you hear about it? He tweeted like a long paragraph, very angry paragraph. In my opinion, he went a step like too far. You know, he was like, "Do you really think Bitcoin is decentralized?" That's what he said. He's like a coal mine, like something happened to a coal mine and the price went down, this that, and then he later deleted it because he got so much backlash from it. Like people were like canceling their Tesla orders and sending him screenshots. You know. So then he deleted, and now the price is like. Let me see the crypto price.
Let's see the crypto prices right now.
44?
I think it's 45. I think I don't know.
Yeah.
But it changes
45.
every second.
Yeah, exactly.
So Bitcoin is $45,000. Ethereum is $3,400, which is annoying me. I should have bought it, but
No, this is my.
You still can't go wrong with Ethereum.
let me see.
Wait, let me see.
Bro, you had way more in profit before.
Yeah, it all crashed.
You're buying through eToro?
Yeah. Right now, so I have eToro, Coinbase, and Binance. I just got.
So VeChain,
VeChain has done very well.
yeah, I love VeChain.
It's gone about times 10 in the past.
But Ripple
years.
is the only Ripple and Chainlink are the only ones that are up today.
Well, I mean, you know, anybody looking at one day
Pancake
appreciation is
and
gonna.
Litecoin.
Litecoin, yes.
I hate Litecoin.
But I think, like you said, right? Anybody holding it, if you want to really win,
Buy and
you
hold.
gotta hold it for at least 4 or 5 years.
Yeah, you know what's funny? Now I'm understanding because you know I always back in the day, I'm sure you as well. When you see those type of people that are like, "Oh, I had 30 Bitcoin. I wish I didn't spend it on pizza or ice cream," you know.
Yeah.
But you really feel when there's a drop, like how hard it is not to, like how hard it is to hold. You know, it's hard to hold.
I'm so happy you said that because
Now we see like what those people. Imagine those people who've been holding since 2000.
100%.
It's not easy
you
to hold.
have to be a very, very, very strong, unemotional person because even traders lose money every single day on oil, gas, whatever it is.
80%
Right?
of traders lose money.
And guys, imagine this. I'm gonna say this. So a lot of people might look at like, oh, why did the person that had Bitcoin at $100 not hold it? Well, at the time, even though it was $100, I'm sure when it dipped, they didn't have one Bitcoin.
Yes.
They probably had 1,000 Bitcoin to make it even worth their investing time. So
Yes.
let's say right now, whoever has Dogecoin, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's $0.5. You're not gonna buy one Dogecoin at $0.5. You know,
Thousands and thousands.
you're gonna buy thousands. But when it dips, you just want to sell all. You're not gonna
Yeah.
think, let me keep 100 to the side,
Yeah.
or you're gonna sell a very big portion because it's that fear factor. So right now, let's say, what if Dogecoin one day, when we're watching this in 20 years, is $50,000? And if we don't own any, they're gonna say these guys are idiots.
And
Yeah,
nobody,
these-
nobody will know.
And nobody will
idiots.
know, but they're like, oh, you see these idiots? He had thousands of Dogecoin.
But in the moment, it's different.
It's in the moment, it's different because now.
You hear like, for example, it doesn't crash for no reason. There'll be some news, like Elon Musk will say something bad about it, or there'll be some specific news that drives the price down. And when that happens, you start to think, is the price down because of the news, or is the news right? And the price should be this price.
And then
you know?
you're not buying like that one or two. You're buying based on your value. So like the $5,000 right now, how many Dogecoin is that? Like 1,000 Dogecoins? I don't know how many it is.
No, more, like 2,000.
It's like whatever, you know. It's a crazy amount of Dogecoin. So
That's
back
4,000
in the time, the people buying that Bitcoin at $100 or whatever, they probably had 100,000 worth of it, which was like thousands of Bitcoin. So when they sold, they weren't thinking one or two. They were selling a big portion
To
of
make
their
it, like you
portfolio.
said, to make it worth the time, you know. And it really is a huge thing because people get into crypto for 3 reasons, in my opinion: quick buck,
Yeah.
long term, and I don't want to miss out.
I think
Right.
long term,
FOMO.
you know what's smart? Buy like 1 or 2 coins of each thing.
You know, it's so funny you said this. You know
That's
what I was
the same thing I'm doing.
I was like, if there was a way I could sit down, there's something I'm doing with my friends right now.
Go buy
Some
it.
people are making index.
I'm
fun.
sitting down with my friend. There's one of my partners and one of my very good, one of my best friends. We're buying $100 into 1,000 coins.
Yeah.
$100 and these are altcoin, not zero the cheap
small,
ass
0.000.
coin.
Shiba Inu and
Stuff like that.
SafeMoon.
Akita, Safe. Okay, SafeMoon has made me a lot of money. Shiba has made me a lot of money. Vanguard has made me
What
a lot
is
of money.
SafeMoon, bro?
SafeMoon is really just a joke.
What is
Seven.
joke?
I mean, it is. I think that there's over 10,000 cryptocurrencies in the world right now.
10,000.
Over 10,000. You know, and people are just shooting this out of nowhere, out of thin air. You know. And
Oh, Jake Paul just launched.
Yummy.
Yummy coin.
yeah, and majority. I bought some Yummy today, by the way.
Why?
Yeah, but literally like $1,000.
But I can never buy anything that Jake Paul says to buy.
But bro, if there's money to be made, whoever
Okay.
promotes it.
That's true.
Let me tell you
Who's laughing then?
At the end of the day, every single thing, like Peter Drucker says, business is all about marketing and innovation. Marketing is the most important thing in the world. In my opinion, you can have the crappiest phone in the world, but if you are in everyone's face, you're gonna be the best seller, right? And somebody with the best quality, let's be honest, you and I know JBL sells more than Bang & Olufsen.
Yeah.
It's the truth. Well, you and I know where the quality really is in those two,
Yeah.
right? So at the end of the day,
what's
it
that?
comes
That's speakers.
the speaker. So
Okay.
Bang & Olufsen, the super
I'm not
high-end
into like the
speakers.
speaker guy.
No, so, I mean, but again, Bang & Olufsen is a super high end. You're looking at for $500 speaker.
It's like the
It
Beats
come-
by Dre situation where Beats by Dre was like super famous.
Yeah, but the
Absolutely.
music, I mean, the quality of the headphones were useless.
There you go. You know, and at the end of the day, it comes down to that. So why am I saying this?
Yeah.
When someone like Jake Paul initiates a coin, you have to get on it.
Okay, can we see your which app do you use now? Binance?
Oh, I have about 6 different, and even on each account, I have multiple different. Like for example, let me get my MetaMask, right?
Oh, you have like a whole.
I have so many. On MetaMask, I have 4 different accounts. Let's go to my Ethereum. So these are the most recent. So what I do is I switch my accounts up every so often. So what we have here, we have Hungry Bear. So Hungry, and I've sold a lot. So you got Hungry Bear, you got Safe BTC, you got Safe Moon, Carol, Moonstar,
You
Vancat,
just buy
Cummins,
anything.
Young. Man, I'm serious. I'm serious about the $100 to 100 to 1,000 currencies. And now these are the ones that I'm joking with. These are coins that I'm going to actually flip around and then convert back to BNB.
I'll
you know?
keep something on the side. to show
And
you guys.
I've sold a lot of Shiba as well. But refresh. So for 3,000, Shiba. It's not loading the prices. It doesn't. Okay. You know how much I spent here?
Yeah. How
I
much?
spent $160 to get $3,000.
Guys,
Shiba.
so this is one of his apps. Guys, look at this. He has like a whole.
Hide that shit.
No, it's just your apps. It's just your
No,
apps.
no, no. But it's, again, this is one of my phones. I have my other phone as well. That holds a lot more.
And look at the security. Oh wait, the Face
it's
ID
still
thing.
open, yeah.
okay.
But you gotta have it, you know. And then you got all the different
$2,000.
networks and Binance, Smart Chain, and all that. So you do, these are obviously what you swap from the BNB and all that over. So if you do that, imagine now. Okay, so Vancat, I put $110. I call it because of the transaction fee and all that. $110 got me $26,000. Safe Moon, $120 got me $31,000. Think about that for a second.
Safe moon.
Shiba,
How many safe moons did you have? Because I know it's like I put like $50 and I have like millions.
Man, no one can remember this. I have billions of safe moons. It's impossible to remember the number. The number just shows up and like, okay, I'll take it. You
Like,
know?
let me show you right now. Like I have like only like $50 in safe moon, but it's like.
But that's
millions.
the thing. That's why I also. Okay, by the way, is Ethereum
I have
capped?
3 million. No,
Okay.
no, it's Ethereum's unlimited. Yeah, Ethereum's unlimited, right?
Unlimited Ethereum. It's not unlimited. No, it's not.
What's the cap?
I have to check
100
exactly.
billion?
But you still have coin shedding, right? So crypto, Bitcoin is an only crypto that's
21
and
Yeah.
21 million.
21 million
Relative.
and 18 million are done. Yeah.
Yeah. And now with Ethereum, you have coin levels. That's the market value, and up for 0.6. No, check the total.
And like, there's no limit on cap. Yeah, it's unlimited. There's no
No,
limit.
Ethereum
on
is
cap.
limited.
No, unlimited.
But
yeah.
they
Its
keep
supply
burn, but they
increases every
keep. Sorry, I'm mixing up Ethereum and Ripple. My bad.
Yeah.
For token burning, I've been focusing so much on Ripple with this court case that's
Yeah,
going
yeah.
on. I can't wait for them to win that court case.
Yeah.
Yeah,
By the way,
can't
guys,
wait.
I sold my Ripple, so I don't know after this video how
But
I
you
feel.
lost
I'm gonna
money
make
on
sure by the
No,
end.
I
of this-
made my. By the way, my Ripple went up 400%. So I put in literally.
Oh, you bought it a
I
while
bought,
ago.
and I didn't buy much. By the way, I bought like $2,000, and it went up to $8,000. Great.
Yeah.
I sold it because you know when I bought it when it was like that court case thing was kind of happening. I think it was 0.4 at the time or
Yeah.
0.3.
Yeah.
And you know, it's like you always say, "Oh, I wish I would have bought more," but who knows?
100%.
Who knows?
This, you know, I'm so happy you said that because that's the truth. And for me, that's why I always recommend to anybody, just keep buying. And okay, so my formula that I put out for my video, my formula for my crypto was I gave 3 simple steps.
Yeah,
Buy regularly with an amount
that doesn't affect you.
Doesn't affect you. You can live without. I don't like to say with an amount that you can lose and not
Care about? Everyone cares about
everyone cares about
something.
exactly, no matter how small, right? If you value money, you do. So an amount that you can actually afford to live without, because I always say, if you're making a salary, take 10% of that salary. If you cannot live off 90% of your salary, bro, you're doing something wrong in your life.
Yeah.
Or something wrong is happening to you in your life.
Yeah.
And you shouldn't be even thinking about crypto in the first place.
Yeah.
Now, 10% of your salary, even if you're making $1,000 a month or less,
Put on
take that
$100.
$100, whatever the amount is, and consistently. Now, for those who actually have, the time, I suggest buying weekly. Because you guys, we all know this.
Yeah.
Massive, drastic actions happen weekly. So if you buy weekly, you diversify your entry points.
That's what my friend Saigo was saying.
Right.
That's dollar cost
This
averaging.
week, and then you hold for a long
It's
time.
like what happened when that peak happened. Like for me, I put in an amount which I really didn't care about at the time, which was $10,000.
Yeah.
And I forgot about it. And now the other day when I log in, I'm like, it's doubled, even though I bought at literally a peak.
So what do you think, Mo? What's your opinion on all of this situation?
I think none of us can predict, Because
Exactly.
I was even telling my friend
No
the other
one
day.
can predict.
I was telling my friend the other day because they're like, oh, should we buy? I said, look, literally it can go any direction. I said, if some sort of government comes out now, like let's say the big ones at least, US or whatever, and says, hey, we're putting a ban on this, it's going to crash.
Yeah.
It's going to crash.
100%.
We can't
The
even
question
control
is, will it recover?
We don't even know.
Of course it
bro,
will.
that's the thing. We don't actually know because.
But I'm certain over time, we don't know exactly when, how long, and whatever. Eventually it will, because at the end of the day, it comes down to utility, right? Why do we buy a watch or a car?
Yeah.
At the end of the day, somebody will pay and collect that car from us. The value might go down, but it's got utility because
It's an asset.
somebody. But I would call it an asset,
I'd
but
say
it's
that's-
something that somebody is good
But
at
the thing
exactly
is,
that.
I would say I don't even know if it would. You know how we say hold long term? I don't think we can say that long term it will always go up because everyone says this. The technology behind it is great, but Bitcoin doesn't necessarily need to hit 100K ever because Litecoin can do the job. Ethereum can do the exact same job.
Yeah.
So it's the technology. It's not
Bitcoin, to be honest, kind of useless when it comes to utility. There's not that much utility.
So-
It takes time. Transaction speed.
Bitcoin has a lot of utility. It's
But
just
transaction
it's
speed-
expensive because
expensive.
Bitcoin was the experimentational coin.
Yeah,
and
it was the
everyone
first one.
improved.
Exactly.
Like
Yeah.
they always say, the first
So-
to call the cup doesn't always win the case.
Exactly. So what I feel like is Bitcoin
Yeah.
is like it's like a store of value. Nobody's gonna use it to like buy a coffee or something. It's like the new gold.
Yeah.
So people just keep money in it because it's like a safe
It's
thing.
like the biggest name.
Yes.
It's just, so right now it's like a safe name where you can put your money and like maximum you're gonna lose like 30%. Like it's not gonna be like for example Shiba Inu or something like that,
You can
So-
lose 90% and still it's okay.
But like I mean if you were to ask me if I had to put all my money in one coin, I pick Bitcoin because at least
And
exactly.
because it's
So-
the whole limited situation.
limited situation, at least like I'm sure, like okay, when it reaches 21 million, like even if it goes down to 0 right now, even I'm sure when it finishes 21 million, there must be like one or that 2 month where some people are like, oh my god, it's the last month of buying it,
100%.
and at least when we go up to like
100%. And like Mo was saying as
there's
well.
a reason in the future why it will go up.
100%. And that's so decentralized, centralized, sort of marriage.
To be
where
honest,
it's-
I don't really care about the centralized, decentralized aspect.
No, but
that much.
in regards to the marketing, right?
It's
there will
important for the
always
value.
be something
Yeah.
that would impair the value, either for good or for bad.
Yeah,
right?
but everything is like that.
Everything, exactly. Like you wake up in the morning and then, imagine you wake up in the morning right now and you have one little publicity stunt that says Ferrari brake fluids have been leaking.
Even
and
your
they're gonna
channel is
burn.
like that. Like today, if
know?
someone made a controversy about more vlogs,
Yeah.
your views might go down next 2 days, or it might even go up. You know.
Might go up, yeah.
So
I think
nothing is like.
Perception is greater than reality.
Yeah.
This is my opinion. If people perceive something to be as something, they would always make excuses and overcompensate for everything else. So this is why the marketing is so critical. That's why let's say for example now we made a coin, right?
Yeah.
We called it orange juice, right? OJ, right? OJ coin. You publicize it. I talk to all my friends. We get Kim Kardashian on it. We get Kanye West on it, bro. That coin is gonna go from 0.00001 to $1 in no time.
I feel like Kanye
It's
West
all
should
marketing.
make a coin. Kanye
Yeah.
West could actually make a
Or
great
Tesla.
Tesla.
No,
I
no.
feel Tesla's
Kanye
great,
West
right?
is going to be more controversial, more fun. Especially right now, Elon
But
Musk
then
is
again,
not
no.
really...
Elon Musk, if he does make a coin, I'm buying.
Yeah,
No, of course, we're going to buy everything.
I'm buying everything.
And this is why you have to get to diversify. You just
Gates.
put it all up. Elon Gates, I don't know if I say this on the camera, but so ran into, Jay Alvarez
Yeah.
Yeah.
down in the 5. And they
He's in
actually...
Dubai?
I think, I don't know if he's left now. And,
Okay.
they're actually making a coin, SEC. I'm not going to say what it means in public. But go do research for yourself, guys. What Jay Alvarez's coin is, and literally, it's just a joke in regards to
SEC?
to Elon. I'm not gonna say the full name out because it's actually a vulgar name.
Research it.
But go research it yourself, guys. And it's so that sort of thing where
Yeah.
Jay actually now got about 15 different major influencers who are going to be jumping on top of it.
Yeah.
Easy. Sold the ICO off, got the whole thing going, and so at the end of the day, it comes down to marketing.
Yeah.
Okay, I want to ask you,
I mean,
how much have you made of crypto? In the millions. It's in the millions?
Truth be told, I don't know.
Yeah.
And the reason I don't know is, obviously I have an idea in my head what number
Are you
it
comfortable
is.
with the question? Or is it not?
I don't know
I'd
if I
say maybe
say-
we can just say at least $1 million.
Yeah, let's just put it that for that. Yeah, at least $1 million.
At least $1 million.
At least $1 million. That's a fair number.
Well,
But-
$1 million.
but- Yeah, at least $1 million, right? But at the end of the day, it's this way. If you have as many coins as I do, which I'm holding at this point over 200
can't keep
coins,
track, yeah.
impossible.
Impossible.
Especially a lot of stuff on the Binance blockchain. You can't even see the prices. And even if you go on the Binance BSCscan.com, your portfolio doesn't show every single coin. I think if I go on there, I'll see because I got again a lot of different wallets.
Yeah.
You will see maybe 50 coins or 75 coin prices. You're not going to see like 50 or 70. So you got to see with a calculator. Take your 45 billion coins times 0.00 whatever, and do with the spreadsheet. That's the only way.
Okay,
it's madness.
what advice would you give somebody who's like getting into cryptocurrency? Like they know how to buy, they know the basics. No wait, let me phrase that differently. If you had to pick one coin right now to invest, like the remaining money you have that's not yet ready invested,
Ripple.
Ripple?
I'd say Ethereum.
At this moment, Ripple. Again, this question.
Wait.
this-
I want you guys to debate
Ethereum.
this. I want you guys.
I don't think we have to debate because we both have valid reasons why. And the reason I say this, guys, is this is only ongoing right now because of the court case for the SEC.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a
Only right. It's
periodic
a
thing,
moment.
yeah.
If you ask me again in 6 months, it'll change. I'm sure even for him as well. He might
But
change
you
in
know
6
the
months.
thing is what I don't.
No,
like
I
about-
agree with him.
I
Like,
love Ripple.
right now.
I love, but what I'm scared about is every currency can go up or down. Okay.
Yes.
But Ripple's the only one I feel that can be absolutely shut down. Like, okay, even if my Doge goes to like
I always say this,
0.0000,
why do you think
I
that?
always say this: the ones you're the most scared of are the ones that always go up.
Yeah.
I swear, I've always had that
But
feeling.
why do you think shut down?
Bro, I have Ripple, but what I'm saying is, like like Doge can go to 0, no problem. But the company, like, it still be a thing that
Because
can
it's
go
like
back
a
up again.
central-
But yeah, if SEC loses the lawsuit, and which means that it is a security or like whatever for whatever reason they did some illegal stuff that made them lose the lawsuit. Who's gonna put their money in?
Let me
It's
tell
an
you
illegal
something. Let me tell you what you don't actually. What you're making the same mistake a lot of people are making.
Okay.
SEC.
Even though I have money in Ripple, by the way, I'm a fan
By
of
the
Ripple.
way-
If it goes up, I'm rich.
Sure. SEC is suing a company called Ripple Labs.
Yeah.
SEC is not suing XRP.
Yeah. Okay.
It's two different things.
yeah. That's the company
right?
that made the
Yeah.
blockchain technology.
So if Mo
XRP, yeah.
creates a flower shop, Mo is being sued. Mo owns the flower shop, but Mo is being sued, not the flower shop. This is where people mix it up because Ripple is called Ripple XRP, right?
The currency.
But Ripple Labs is the corporation being
Behind the
sued.
currency.
Now,
You get what I
quick
mean? So Ripple is not affected at all
But actually,
by
okay,
Ripple
I have a
Labs.
dumb question.
You get what I mean?
But what happens if
So if they get sued and they shut them down, does that mean they stop making more Ripple?
They can't because the Ripple XRP engine has been built. The XRP blockchain, the Ripple has been built in the blockchain system.
You can't take it
So
down.
you can't take it down. You can shut down Ripple Labs, and then it becomes a matter of ownership of, but you can't take it down.
Maybe that'll make it shoot up because now it's like
Yeah.
100%. So this is
So it's a win-win situation.
this is
If
the
they lose the lawsuit, then they
it happens.
I
The
think
company
that'll be
gets
a
shut
short-term
down.
dip. I think
Absolutely,
Yeah,
absolutely. But even then, I don't think they will because I've been following the court. So Ripple dipped to about 0.1, 0.2, 0.18, 0.2 in what, November, when the suit came out. I bought $20,000 worth of Ripple at that time. $20,000.
What's your price prediction for
Actually, I swapped some Ethereum. Ethereum was a bit lower at that point, so I just swapped some Ethereum into Ripple, and I forgot about it. I don't think I need to tell you how much the precision has gone up in that
Yeah.
because at
What?
that point I knew.
What's your 5 biggest holdings?
5 biggest holdings, obviously Bitcoin. But
Number one?
that's in my hard wallet. I don't even know what the value is because I have.
So number
a
one is
bit there. Bitcoin, Ripple,
This is
Ethereum
in order, yeah?
In order, Bitcoin, Ethereum in order, Ripple, Cardano, and VeChain.
Solid. And you?
Bitcoin, Ethereum. I sold my Ripple. Ripple was third. Now
Why
I
do you sell more? You have so much money.
I don't know.
I promise you, you're gonna buy back today.
Yeah, today we're gonna buy it. Guys, after this conversation, and then yeah, Bitcoin, Ethereum. I don't even know. Oh, Litecoin. I forgot about
Yeah,
my Litecoin.
Litecoin.
EOS.
Okay.
What's EOS?
It's just one of those coins.
Okay.
I don't know, but it showed up pretty nicely, so I don't really care. Like,
That's all you
guys,
care
I went
about.
to any like $1 or whatever coin that's like
Yeah.
whatever value, but that was shooting up.
How much did you put in this EOS?
I don't know, like 2,000. Bro, it showed up like 300%, 400%. I was like, you know what? And guys, that's the thing. For me, it's like I just put in something that actually I really don't care about.
Yeah.
So that's why even like where my wallet was fluctuating from like this to this, I don't care, because what I put in is what I don't really care about, you know? So that's why I can just look away and say, but then again, sometimes like the other day, I just sold a bunch of it. I was like, you know what? This thing is just fluctuating too much. It's not like, yeah.
You always make those once in a while. I mean, even I do it sometimes, man. Some emotional. So what I did was,
You got scared.
I didn't
You
think-
became a
I
wimp.
think it's like, no, you know what it is? What I'm
You
trying-
have paper hands.
Okay, you know what my ideal situation
You're
is?
diamond hands. Look at these. These are diamond
my
hands.
perfect situation is my money that I have now is just the profits.
Oh yeah. So like you have enough, like 100% gain basically.
You know, basically that even if I lose everything at this point, where I'm just playing with the profits now.
Yeah.
But then again, it's that greed where you always want to put in more. Cause
No,
then
you should put in more, bro. You have enough to live off. You don't. It's not like you're gonna can't afford your next meal.
Yeah.
So I feel like it's useless. Your money sitting in a bank is useless. You know what I heard?
Without a doubt.
You should look at each
Even
dollar bill you have.
Even property is a waste of money now.
Okay, we talk
way I
about
see
that.
it.
But
I mean, let's be honest.
Each dollar bill you have, you should think about as like one worker. You know. So why would you have all these little workers which can be earning you more money? When you can, like, instead of keeping it in a bank where they're just sitting down,
Doing nothing.
let them go and earn their money. No, maybe.
And you know,
maybe
it's
some
very
of them
funny
die.
because you know, we were talking about earlier before the even session, the video about my companies and all that, right? And what I just decided I'll say 2 weeks ago, I am taking crypto for every single thing I'm doing. So now this is how we get the value growing.
Yeah, that's
because the utility grows up.
And that's it. I think nowadays, like, that's why there's still so much more for future in cryptos and bitcoins, because till this day, great, it's been going up and down, but they've literally just started even taking it as
100%.
payments.
Yeah,
So
100%.
That's why, like, okay, people look at the internet, right?
Yeah.
When was the internet made? 70, 80? I don't know how long ago. I don't even,
70s or 80s, yeah.
Whatever.
Serban and Lee, yeah.
like, we're talking about a good, I don't know, 40
And nobody
years.
even knows the name of
And
the guy who
now,
made the internet.
for the
by the way.
past 10 years, it's really, okay, 20 years, let's say, past 20 years.
It's
Actually been booming, right? Crypto, people are all talking about it's the future of payments and stuff, but there hasn't even started the payments.
Exactly.
So how is it
imagine what
not
it does.
gonna go up, you know?
Exactly.
Even the craziest thing I'm realizing is now, like for example, something like Doge, okay? Let's say nobody ever, like, okay, like for example, right now, Doge, a lot of companies I'm seeing, like just recently, you know, this company, it's an air purifying company, I don't know if you heard of it. They started a new product that had like the Doge logo on the product and like on the packaging. So they're using now cryptocurrencies as like marketing. So it's like, this is the Doge fan, and only for this product you could buy it in Doge, you know?
Yeah.
So a lot of companies just do it as like a marketing thing. I can even imagine like Starbucks saying like, this is the new Doge Frappuccino. You can only buy it in Doge. It's one
Yes.
coffee for them. The rest of the stuff you can't buy it with that currency.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
one currency, the Doge coffee.
100%.
Yo, you know what I was thinking would be a
Absolutely.
crazy idea?
Huh.
Crypto cafe.
We got this. Fun and Shake's name changed. Let's go.
No, but imagine this. So you know the Bitcoin drink?
That'd be sick.
Bitcoin drink? You
Yeah.
put gold on top of it because it's gold.
Bro, you're giving
And
away
then-
too many good ideas. Bleep this whole thing out.
On the other coffee, Ethereum, you put silver. And then like SafeMoon, and you know what the crazy thing is? What you can do is like Doge, you know, that's another idea. Let's say the price of Doge is like $1, the cup is full. If it's $0.5, like you get half cup.
You know what's funny? A friend of mine, he owns 2 bars here,
Yeah.
2 clubs here, and we're actually thinking of doing a crypto party.
Yeah.
You make the reservation online, you pay for your drinks, your shisha, your food with Bitcoin, with crypto.
Wait, one second, let me just check this. Okay, Ahmed, cut it off because I need to go somewhere too.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, boom, yeah, yalla.
So anyways,
Yeah, again, I think the best thing is everybody to again keep it all going. The utility is what grows everything. Because
Yeah.
right now I'm selling properties for crypto Bitcoin. I'm setting up companies for Bitcoin.
Yeah.
Visas for Bitcoin, and developing apps.
And you're like the 0.001%. So if once everyone else starts doing
Absolutely.
that,
You know,
Right.
imagine we had a marketplace
Yeah,
where everybody. Imagine the business for crypto.
yeah.
Imagine
And
that.
that's the reason sometimes I still say, like, I know there's always that, I tell you, like, I'm literally split in my head. One thing says it could damn well crash if, you know, because the technology is great.
which is natural.
Yeah, the technology is great,
natural.
but then there could be 1,000 other coins to replace it, as we're seeing now. The blockchain is, how many, 10,000 coins?
Yeah.
But also, the thing that always keeps me hopeful is because there's so much more. Like I saw a quote on Instagram. It's like only 1% of the world owns Bitcoin,
Yeah.
and I'm pretty sure that's
Yeah, it's
close to
Probably
true.
less.
It's
than
close to
1%
true,
even.
you know.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
if we think about that, every single person in the world
It's so
has
new.
cash, you know, and that's the current currency. So if 100% becomes from cash to cryptos, imagine the market there.
20%.
And plus, you know, nowadays with
Crazy.
the in Corona, when they start printing so many dollar bills, like there's too much dollar bills right now in circulation. That's why I feel like there needs to be a decentralized thing where nobody can decide in one day that I'm gonna print 10,000 more dollar bills. You know,
100%.
we can just ruin the value of the dollar that you had.
Guys, let us know what you think. What's your
Wait,
next
no, last
investment?
question. Let me ask him.
Okay.
If you had to put all the remaining money into one crypto currency,
Yeah.
which one would you choose?
For the next 3 months, Ripple.
Ripple?
Yeah, but I would never do that.
No,
ever.
forever.
Forever? Ugh.
Is it maybe Cardano? Cardano's pretty good. VeChain?
It's hard, man.
I think.
Ethereum?
No, I will go Bitcoin.
I think. Yeah, I think.
I will
that
go Bitcoin.
I'd either say Bitcoin or Ethereum.
Yeah.
Because it's
I
way
would,
ahead.
I would say Ethereum just because I kind of like how I feel like it's a lot more useful right now.
NFTs, you can buy
NFTs, and I really, by the way, I
It's
see
a marketplace.
NFTs as like a really big
A
thing that
lot
will
of things are
happen.
gonna pop, yeah. A
I
lot
feel
of
like
things.
because you know how it's like nowadays with the whole trends of like sports cards.
Yeah.
Like NFTs, and because it's Ethereum's the
Yeah.
kind of
It's the marketplace for it.
So I don't know. I think
I think what Gary Vee did was genius, and I think every single valuable person, anybody who their presence or their attention is of value, they might jump on that same.
I was just listening to a podcast of Gary Vee. He said, you know what, let's say the next, let's say Justin Bieber, the next concert he does, why would he sell the tickets online when you get a piece of paper when he can sell it as NFTs? The ticket for the
And then
event
you can
as
resell the
NFTs.
NFT as a
Yeah.
higher value.
So now, let's say the event finishes, and 10 years down the line, people are still trading that same NFT, which is Justin Bieber's first
the value
NFT
is going
ticket.
up.
And the value is going up, and Justin Bieber's getting
Getting
10% royalty on each
I feel like
ticket.
Tony
10
Robbins
years
is gonna
after-
jump on it.
Tony
as well.
Robbins,
a lot of guys
100%
are gonna jump on
do
these
it.
things. I mean, imagine Tony Robbins does this, and you can watch all his virtual tours.
Yeah,
you know.
but it just needs to become easier to buy it. Right now, it's too
100%.
weird. You need a non-custodial wallet, and you need a MetaMask, and you know.
It is gonna get easier.
But that's the
It is gonna
time
get
to
easier.
buy.
Yeah.
When it is complicated.
But when it gets
you know?
easy, it's too mainstream.
It's
but
too
at that
mainstream.
point, so
So
you're
that's
catching
it.
the
I was
foundation.
actually
You know they
honestly
say
think-
buy the rumor, sell the news. You know,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
when the rumor starting, like it might happen. That's
That
when you
sounds like
buy
a
it.
rumor to me.
Yeah,
When the rumor is happening, that's when you buy it, and then when it becomes official, you sell it. You know.
that's it. Honestly, I'm thinking like right after this interview, I need to get some NFTs because still that's like so new. And by the
You
way,
mean
there's
to
like
buy an NFT or to make an NFT?
both. But mainly buy just because it's the way easier.
Are you gonna buy
thing to
Gary
do.
V's?
I think I'm
Gary
just
V's all come with access. Have you seen it?
Yeah.
By the way,
I-
it's all so expensive right now.
I haven't seen them.
NFTs is sold for three Ethereums and now what 9 Ethereums.
Yeah,
It's
but
crazy.
still it's so early.
Absolutely. It's-
So that's gonna be later. Like
when I saw him when he was announcing V Friends, I was like, Habibi, well done, you criminal.
you correct.
But has the price gone up? A lot of his.
A lot of, but again, he's down to the individuals, right?
Yeah, but
so
has it gone really high? Like I didn't even check the price.
some haven't moved, some have stayed, some have, but again, he's selling them in Ethereum.
Yeah.
So if he has one ETH, or I think he's also putting dollar value, but people are still thinking in Ethereum.
Yeah.
So if you buy, for example, like the 4-hour fishing or 3-hour fishing, come on, that's worth a lot.
Yeah. You
4-hour
gotta
fishing?
go fishing with him for 4 hours if you buy
Come on,
this thing.
that's a golden mine.
But I think that's a
Oh,
niche market because only if you live in his area can you buy that one.
Man,
Otherwise,
people
you can't
trust
use
me.
it.
People flew from Kazakhstan to Dubai to watch to America to watch Tony Robbins.
Yeah.
Pay the first class ticket. People have money to do because a lot of these. The value that these guys give are so invaluable to a lot of people.
It's
They can
like-
justify
it's
any
the
amount of money.
self-improvement,
And it's a
yeah.
holiday anyway at the same time. So
It's
why
like
not?
you're investing in yourself if you
Of
invest in.
course. For
Yeah.
Tony Robbins to charge $10,000, $20,000 for
They'll
a
pay it.
ticket,
Yeah.
and people are paying and sold out. They're like, sorry, please make more tickets. Come on, they know what.
All right. Thank you
Yeah.
guys so much for listening to this episode. I know it's kind of all over the place, but I just wanted to hear some thoughts. We have like literally a crypto billionaire. No, I'm joking. Soon come. After Ripple wins the case, Crypto Millionaire.
I'm hoping.
Anyways, yeah, and we have my boy Mo Vlogs
Crypto
always accompanying me.
thousandaire. You know what I'm saying?
Always accompanying me, and it was good to hear their thoughts. I hope you enjoyed this video. Take care. See you next time.
Peace.
See you guys.
I'm gonna take a shower now. I'm sweating.
Yeah.
Oh, it wasn't recording. I might.